team news. Despite some encouraging performances from some of the fringe players at Forest on Tuesday, Arsene Wenger sticks with the team that started against Hull last weekend. Petr Cech starts against his old side. Cazorla and Coquelin are in midfield. Still no place from the start for summer signing Granit Xhaka or for Olivier Giroud, with Alexis Sanchez playing through the middle again. Antonio Conte has rewarded one of his players for an impressive performance in the Cup. Cesc Fabregas is recalled after scoring twice at Leicester. Oscar is the player left out from an otherwise unchanged side. David Luiz is in from the start again, with John Terry still ruled out. Diego Costa is often in the thick of things in these fixtures. He's got 5 goals in 5 league games so far this season. Now, Derby Day, Glenn, you can often throw the tactics out of the window, but what are you looking for today? Well,
I think we see Arsenal in great form at the moment in the league, and they'll want to keep 11 players on the pitch. That's the key today. I'm looking to see if Coquelin is going to slide himself up against Fabregas and stop him playing. As for Chelsea, well, I think it's how they defend. They're going to be tested here. Arsenal are good at home. A lot of offence about their play, players getting forward. It's how they defend. They've got enough going forward, Chelsea. But for me, that back four is going to be tested today.
For the 188th meeting between Arsenal and Chelsea, a game that's not usually for the faint-hearted. Arsenal in red and white, Chelsea in all blue. Steve McManaman, good afternoon. This one could be that Steve was talking about. There's Cazorla. He's looking for the right angle to let fly. Courtois with the save.
Deep defensively, aren't they, if they're going to allow shots like that? And you have to give Diego Costa a huge amount of credit here, because he showed so much strength. If anything, he got beaten in a foot race by Koscielny, but he just fobbed him off with his strength. Good shot by Cazorla, good save by Courtois, easy enough, but far too deep. Chelsea, if they're going to allow pot shots like that.
Just said at the beginning of the game, Cazorla.
Theo Walcott, who'd been turning have a run at Chelsea. David Luiz and Gary Cahill were there, and then Alexis Sanchez was following up. And the deflection's going to bring Arsenal the corner.
And you see that little episode there where they break. Look where Hazard is now. He's on the halfway line. None whatsoever about thinking defensively. I know you don't want to pick him out, but little things like that. If you just
forced back here to Cahill, and he's had it taken off him by Alexis Sanchez. It's a big moment here for Arsenal, and Alexis Sanchez keeps his cool, and Arsenal lead this London derby. And it's Alexis Sanchez on his 100th appearance for Arsenal with a goal.
Yeah, a victim of their own mistakes again, aren't they? Gary Cahill with his hand behind his head, thinking he's got all the time in the world. But Chelsea have got real good possession in midfield, end up going backwards and backwards and backwards, so negative the way they are. Gary Cahill just gets caught. There's a foul against Swansea, it wasn't today. Courtois comes and goes. Beautiful finish by Alexis Sanchez. Have some of that little dink.
And it's poor play from Cahill, but you've got to give credit to Sanchez as well. He's pinched his pocket, and how well has he kept this? What a beautiful finish. Waits for Courtois to go down, and look at that, just a little dink. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was given the time, actually, to do what he needed to do.
Well, he can celebrate 20 years at the club for Arsene Wenger. It's the 100th appearance in an Arsenal shirt. Chelsea allowing Arsenal here to dictate the early temper. Santi Cazorla, now Mesut Ozil. Alexis, and it's opening up again. Here's Hector Bellerin, and there's Theo Walcott. The flag stays down, and Arsenal make it 2-0. Fantastic Arsenal goal.
Well, I think Antonio Conte should have watched our pre-match and listened to Rio Ferdinand, because Hazard has got caught out yet again. Just ball watching and not doing the defensive work, not doing the dirty work. They have just been cut open really, really easy. See Hazard here, bottom of the picture, as Piliqueta goes in to follow Theo Walcott. Look at Hazard. Where's the danger? Uh-oh, it's too late. It's too late. Tap in. 2-0, well deserved.
That's what happens when you've got wingers that have to track fullbacks, and they will go asleep. There'll be seconds in a game when they'll go to sleep, but when that ball shifted so quickly, it's a wonderful goal from Arsenal. There's 4 or 5 passes really quickly. That's when offensive players get caught out. They go to sleep.
That's Theo Walcott's 3rd goal of the season. He scored his first Arsenal goal against Chelsea 9 years ago, and on the day that Alexis Sanchez... There's Ozil, and now Alexis Sanchez, and Walcott was screaming for it. Alexis Sanchez didn't see Hazard's made a run. It's a good run as well, found by Matic. And now Costa. And Eden Hazard. And now Willian. And he's just opened up a little bit for Chelsea. And just beat the far post from Willian, but it's the best passage of play we've seen.
Much better by
Antonio
Chelsea.
Conte's team.
And with this type of team, Fletch, you might as well get it up to Diego Costa, because he is so strong and aggressive at this moment in time. He'll hold the ball up and bring other people into play, brings Matic in, brings Hazard in, slips a ball to Willian, just pulls it past the far post. Really, really close, but great play. But when you've got Costa in this type of form, he knows.
Is over it too, and Santi Cazorla. Plenty of options here. It is Alexis Sanchez, and the touch off the wall takes it behind for the corner.
Yeah, nice big wall by Chelsea there, wasn't it? They weren't jumping up in the air. You can see they were ready for it, just in case. In the end, it goes up, they jump. Matic gets a nice head on it.
Shani was there again defensively, and that's a lovely turn from Ozil to get away from Kante. And it's 2-on-2 here. David Luiz and Gary Cahill. Alexis Sanchez is onside, and Mesut Ozil can walk onto it. Didn't strike it cleanly, but it doesn't matter, because that's the third goal inside the first half for Arsenal, who are taking Chelsea apart here.
I have no idea how Chelsea are setting up at all here, because they're not moving forwards, and then when they defend, nobody's getting back to help out. This was a simple play from one half of the pitch to the other. Mesut Ozil turns Kante really, really comfortably. This is a great shot. Turns Kante, look at Ivanovic, look at Azpilicueta. They're not bothered about getting back, really, are they? And then it's 2-on-2, movement, onside, clear as you like. Where's Ozil? Well, nobody's picking him up for the 1-2. Gets a bit fortunate, banging it into the goal. But when you're breaking forward at pace and nobody's picking it up, you'll get your fortune. 3-0, actually walking the park this 40 minutes of this game.
Well, that's the danger as well. You know, when they went 2-0 up, you just sense that they could just let Chelsea come onto them and hit them on the break. It gets a bit good fortune there. It doesn't catch it right, but it's a great ball from Sanchez. But for me, Kante, if you're the holding player, you don't commit, you bide time so your team can get back. That's his job. It's all right when they're right. It gives Arsenal a chance to get banged up and get marked up.
Plenty of tall players here for Fabregas to try and pick out from the free kick. Have to check with a punch. Eden Hazard on the follow-up with a firm strike, but the side netting.
Yeah, you see Petr Cech doesn't punch it clear. Hazard gets good connection, actually, onto the side nets.
I mentioned the Chelsea today. This is the biggest half-time lead that Chelsea have had, that Arsenal have had over Chelsea in the Premier League era. Such was their Alexis Iwobi. Xhaka's made a run through the middle here, and there's loads of space for Walcott. And that's where the ball's gone, and Arsenal might be in again here. Theo Walcott to Alexis Sanchez. They just needed a better cross.
Wherever he wants and get on the ball, and I think that's a better position for him.
There's Azpilicueta with a rare chance to cross in towards Diego Costa, who had his first. Now Willian, Ivanovic.
You see what Costa thought. He wanted it a second earlier from Matic.
Here's Walcott. Walcott's in behind them. Walcott! Thibaut Courtois did just enough.
Good save by Courtois. Chelsea fast asleep. Foul for Arsenal. Take it quick. And 2 passes. Well, 1 pass from there and they're in. I thought he was going to square it across the box. Takes the shot on Courtois. Makes a good save.
Now Alonso. Pedro. Alonso. Batshuayi's making a move in the middle. Monreal's in there, and so was Costa. And it was brilliant defended by Gibbs.
To help out, clear his lines.
It's better for Chelsea getting a left footer out there, putting that crossing early.
Batshuayi turns, and that's going to be a goal kick. The target, along with Diego Costa. Really firm defensive header back there from Xhaka. Not sure that's going to class as a shot on target either. I think that might have been. There's Cazorla, just a little bit behind Olivier Giroud. Of course, he was involved in the thick of it last season, wasn't he, in both matches. Here's Batshuayi, and Batshuayi's in here for Chelsea. Petr Cech with the first save that he's had to make of any kind of importance today. Batshuayi really disappointed that he didn't make more of it.
What a ball from Luiz here, coming out. That's a fabulous run and a great ball. And this is the difference, you know, Sanchez in a similar position, keeps his head, thinks the goalie to go 1-0 up for Arsenal, and Batshuayi just happy to take a shot. I think he's got to pick something out there. He's just happy to hit the target.
Santi Cazorla, Kieran Gibbs can make the run beyond him, and there's lots of space there for Arsenal. Giroud's on the move in the middle. It's a really good near post run by Olivier Giroud, who was well tracked by Gary Cahill.
Yeah, you're right, Flex. Great movement by Arsenal. Gary Cahill does his job this time. Covers Olivier Giroud, makes the right run, Giroud, but Gary Cahill was in close attendance. Good defensive work by him.
From Gibbs to get away from Ivanovic. Is there a final flourish here for Arsenal? Olivier Giroud. But Matic in there. Michael Oliver blows the full-time whistle. And it's a London derby win for Arsene Wenger and Arsenal. And to all intents and purposes, it's back to the drawing board for Antonio Conte and Chelsea. All the goals scored in the first half. The first one from Alexis Sanchez, Theo Walcott and Mesut Ozil added to that. And it was pretty much plain sailing for Arsenal right the way through. And you wonder whether the next time we see Chelsea on the pitch against Hull in the Premier League in a week's time, whether we'll see a new system and a new shape to Antonio Conte's team. But it's Arsenal's day at the Emirates. They've beaten Chelsea by 3-0.
And it's the anniversary night we all dream of having, isn't it? Watch a game of football and see your team win. Congratulations, Arsene Wenger. 1,128 games in charge of Arsenal, 20 years at the helm, and a dominant demolition of Chelsea to celebrate that landmark. Well, Ian, as the players from Arsenal celebrate on the